I believe it's one of the main things that compose our planet, that contribute into the movement and into the continuity of our planet, of our living and our survival as human beings and as species, such as the other elements, the fire, the water, the air, and light. Everything is measured, time, everything is measured by speed of light, how things travel through the cosmos. And so are our thoughts. Our thoughts are measured as well. When we think something, or even when we remember something, or we try to visualize or dream about the future, or send out our thoughts, it is energy. It is energy going through the universe, and it is traveling. Everything we do right now, I'm reaching my hand up. It is energy. I'm doing that. And for a long time, I've been studying physics and science. And one of my mentors, one of my idols, is Einstein. I had spent a lot of time spending a lot of time studying quantum theory and quantum physics and space-time, the spiral of space-time, and how everything that might happen, the time, the events, and the future, or even the past, it is all a result of the actual moment, of what we do, of the action we commit. And that is why that many scientists or many people have came up with this idea that what would happen if all of us, we would stop at the same moment, the same time, the same moment in time. We would stop doing what we do. What would happen? What would happen to time? What would happen to this planet? Would it affect the rotation of the planet? Would it affect the asteroids? Would it affect the universe? If you all would stop, and this reminds me of a Michael Jackson song, Cry. If we all cry at the same time, what would happen? What would happen if one action, one solitary action that I take upon myself, me, individually, what would happen if two took it, or three, or four, or 100, or 1,000 people? And I guess that's what we witness when you're on stage and you're performing, or you're a politician. I'm not going to go into politics. Let's stay with the performing art and music and concerts. What does one feel when he's on stage and fans would be repeating the same line, the same music, or doing the same kind of reactions, that feeling, these vibes. If you've been to a concert, you would understand the vibes that are sent out into the air, the unity, that the pattern becomes very, very visible. It becomes very visible. And I think we must see that there is an illusion today, and the illusion has been living on for years, since native cultures such as the Mayans, the Native Americans, many cultures, even ancient Egypt. The secrets have been buried away, have been kept from our sights. Many books, many great scripts, they were hidden. The truth was hidden, was concealed from us to see. But what I'm saying, I really believe, I believe that there is more to life than things we could touch or see. There is more to that. There is so much more. There is so much more. There is so much more. So, I believe that the truth, it resides into thinking, searching, and most of all faith, believing in what we would be able to see if we search deep inside ourselves and realize this deep, immense connection we have with the world and with everyone in it. One other thing I wanted to comment on, and this is a personal experience. You know how Jesus, or many prophets, or many apostles, or many saints and monks around the world, around history, they had these superpowers, this ability, or Right now, if you would read a comic book, or you would watch X-Files, or watch X-Men, or all of that, all these superheroes from Spider-Man to Superman to Peter Pan, all of these superheroes are superhumans. What they have superpowers, things that we wish we could do. We wish we could fly. We wish we could shift in shape or morph, or yeah. There's a big amount of childhood dreams into these characters that grow with us. They really grow, and we can seal them. We can seal them with time because we are forced to be adults. We are forced to deal with this world, with the obligations, with being adults, with growing up. That's what we have to deal. So we bury those innocent ideas, this amount of imagination. And what I wanted to say, my message, is that we should do whatever we can. That's why children are the answer. We should do whatever we can, because that mindset, the way children think, the way children see life, it is just magical, and it is real. It is very real. Now, through the studies and everything being mediatized and televised, you can read about telepathy, telekinesis, people flying, floating around. It is not just optical illusion. People sending out messages to each other, and I've done it. I've done part of it. I send mental messages all the time to people I do know and to people I don't even know, just because there's so much love in my heart, and I want to give that. The knowledge, I want to give that. I don't want to be by myself on this path. I want to share it. I want everyone in this planet to see through my eyes. I want everyone on this planet to find that it has been a long, hard path. But there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. It gives me relief, and I wake up every morning and I go to sleep thinking about it. And I meditate. I sit down and I meditate, and I wish. A lot of people talk to me on the network or even daily life and say, this tune that we're tuning in, that before I post something or before I say something, they've been thinking it, that how we can get ahead. Everyone has a thought pattern, okay? Everyone has a thought pattern. I am beyond 1998, and right now I am thinking of a certain something. Let's say I'm thinking of a color. And if you think about me or anything, you would tune in. And that is very simple. It is done through vibrations. Excuse me. It is done through vibrations and energy. The connection. And that is love. You think about someone, you're too invested into someone, or even you don't. You feel all alone in the world. There is always someone out there on this planet who loves you unconditionally. You might even know this person, you don't know him, you don't know her, you don't know anyone. But there is something and someone watching over you. This is not religious. What I love about God is I'm a big believer in God. I believe in God. What I love about God is that he or she doesn't mind to express itself or himself or herself into one single religion or one single belief. And that is what people today must realize, that we should live in harmony no matter and regardless of our beliefs. It all leads to one source, the source itself that led us to believing or disbelieving. There is a higher power. There is something more. There is something more. There is. I love how the shamans or the Native Americans had this connection with animals, and they would call it the spirit animal. And one day, we would reach a level of connection when all these tools that we're using right now, what I'm using right now to record this video, this message, it wouldn't matter anymore. We wouldn't have any use of it. It would be right now just like the talkie-walkie or other devices that are so ancient, like the radio or tape recorders, the old tape recorders. I still have one. But we would move on from it because we would find this connection. And I would be able to tell you something. I would tell you, I'm hungry, but I wouldn't even say it. I would just say it in my mind and you would read it. The main reason I am making this video, and I know it might get long and boring, but bear with me. The reason I'm making it is because I wanted us to sit together and unite for a moment. I know it is happening in my time zone, my choice of timing, my hour, but that's not the reason. The definition of time differs from me, you, from everyone. Time may not be the same because it is set by clocks, but time towers all over the world, time zones, but that's not it. That's not it. It's not a barrier. It is not a barrier. Time is what we think it to be. It is not about the clock that's ticking. It is not about what your phone says or what digital clocks or timing says. That's not it. It is not that. Timing is defined by the mind. That is timing. You define that. Reality, you define it. You define it through your mind. I could be living in an imaginary world right now, seeing leprechauns and fairies jumping all over my bed and all kinds of mythical creatures all over me. I can have Tinkerbell sitting on my shoulder right now, whispering things to my ear. And that would be my reality. That would be what I see life, how I see it. And you and all the facts and all the doctors in the world wouldn't tell me otherwise because I believe in it. I believe strongly. I believe heartfully. That is what I believe in. Nothing can shake your belief. And our mental states are defined by our human anatomy and are defined by the human experience and what we've witnessed. And actually, it is the accumulation of what we had as children. You know, the pictures, the voices, the sounds, the events, everything is defined, and it is defined through a chronology of time. It is a timeline. It is a timeline. It is a line in time, and there are pieces, small pieces that fall into it, and they define how that line should go. Whether it's curved, whether it's straight line, what if it goes all the way around, what if it goes in circles, what if it forms a triangle I'm drawing on my wall. That, my friends, we should consider that. That's why I always say not to judge anyone. Because everything is not what we assume it to be. Everything is not that obvious. Nothing is obvious. Everything has a depth into it. Even a block of wood. It is made of material. It is made somehow. It is made some way. There are politics and techniques. And there is a whole pattern that composes it. Try to see things. Don't look past them. Nothing is simple, yet everything is simple. Everything has a story, and everything has depth into it. That's why no matter how disappointed I get in people and in life, through the things I've went through, I try to think about that, but I try to reach the inside and the depth and the jewel, the core of everything. So why I made this video, this meditation we're having, this moment of unity, this moment of being together, of being one, of being calm, of being peaceful. I've lit some candles and some incense, but here's what we're going to do about it. Okay, we're going to dedicate this little session, this little sit down, this little gathering, as if we're all in the same room, in the same big room. We're going to dedicate it to each and every child in this world. Every child. He would look down the window, like down the street, and he would see children walking or playing or go to school, or from that child in your neighborhood, from that child in your house, under your premises, to a child that is very far away. All of them. Today, at this moment, at this hour, we are going to reach those children. We're going to talk to them, and we're going to help them. Okay? Bear with me a little. Bear with me a little. Give me all your patience and all your understanding. And I promise that this is going to be a beautiful journey. A beautiful journey. It is. It is. So here's what we do. Over the course of my life and until now, I used to go around orphanages and children hospitals, and I would see sick children all the time, and even healthy children. I would see those children, and I've had many personal experiences, how when I walk into the room, when I talk to a child, when I hold his hand, when that child feels the love, all the love in my heart, their health gets better. Because I believe it is all related to our minds, our sicknesses, what the body feels, everything. It is all mental. It is all a mental state. Of course, there are doctors, and there are pharmacists, and there are drug prescriptions and all of that. It is all created, but who knows? With everything, but they do it. Who are they? We don't know, but they do it. Why do people, with all this science, with all this progress, with all the research, why are people still suffering? Why are people still dying of cancer? Are people still dying of rare diseases, man-made diseases? God did not do that. Nature doesn't do that. All these man-made diseases, all the vaccines, all the pills, all the painkillers, all of that, and we still suffer. All the technology, all the money they invest to go around, to go to the moon, to create all kinds of stuff that we don't need. I'm not saying going to the moon that isn't worth it. I would fly. I would be first to fly to the moon. I'm saying there are many things that the elite or certain people invest in only to make the rich richer and the poor less fortunate than he is. All the money. Children don't have shoes in their feet, they walk barefoot. Children starve, children are hungry, children are sick, children die out in the cold, out in the desert. All that money, all that power, all this media, all of that. Why every time do we use medication? Even if we do feel better, we leave our case more dependent on the medication. Even if we do feel better, okay, today I'm having a headache. I would take 2 pills, I would take a pill, I would take something, and the headache, it would go away, it would fade in a couple of hours, and then I end up using the same medication, and that's how they increase the profit. They increase the profit while the natural remedies, and there are very natural ways, such as the herbs, nature, ancient medicine, Japanese and ancient treatments, meditation, food, organic food, healthy food, being a vegetarian, many ways. There are many ways. Music. There are many cures for depression, but it seems to be one of the most chronic, destroying illnesses, leading people to kill themselves. Because the medication, it drives you deeper into it. Since you get it, since the solution is bought with money, then it is no solution at all. We don't have to pay, we don't have to struggle to keep surviving into this planet. We should start to live, we should start living now. We should see everything that is around us and take hold of it, grab on it. The planet is yours, the planet is mine, the planet is for the future, is for my children and your children and my children's children. That is what's going to happen. So the amount of all the evil they do, it is the root of evil, it is the work of the devil. And we must find the truth. It is the truth. We must find it. We must seek the truth. So, about the children, I want you all, I don't know, to close your eyes, do whatever makes you comfortable, do whatever makes you in tune, and breathe. And I want you to repeat this with me. I've done this a couple of times about, even with people I do, and they would tell me someone who's sick, a relative, a child, or they know someone who's sick. And recently I've heard about a certain child. I've been seeing her pictures, and she's been on my mind. She's been on my mind 24/7. The cutest child I've ever seen. Beautiful, beautiful young girl, beautiful. And it hurts my heart. It hurts me to hear of her suffering. And the pictures online and everything, it is very disturbing. And all the Amber Alert and children who are missing, children who are in danger, children on the street, and you don't even know where they are. You don't know what's happening to them. You don't know what could be happening with these children. You don't know what kind of danger they're in. You don't know if they're being fed. You don't know if they go to bed, if they're warm. You don't know that. You don't know what kind of pain these children are in. We don't know that, so we must act on it for the lost children, for the sick children, for the children who are suffering, for the children who don't have enough, for the children who have nothing at all. We must act on it right now. It is in your hands, and it is in my hands. We must do it. So, right now, I am sitting, and all around me, all above my head, I'm being surrounded with light. And the palms of my hand, I'm moving the palms of my hands. And there is a light. I am playing with the light. There is so much light. And I'm pulling it up, the energy, all the love of my heart, all the love in my heart. All the love in my heart. Love, love, love. I love you. I love you. I love you. And what I'm doing, I am seeing them. I am seeing all these children. I hear you. I hear you. Call out to me. Call out to me. I hear you. I'm here for you. I am here for you. Child, dear child, I see you. I see God in your eyes. I see love. Feel my love. You are the world. You are the world. You are heaven. You are the world. You are going to be great. You're going to be okay. Feel my love. You are a child of the world. You are a child of God. You will get better. You will get better. My dear child, can you hear me? I can see them. I can see them. Believe me, I can see them. In the light, it is going straight now in the heavens. I'm right in the middle. They're all around me. And the love and the light from within my heart, it is reaching theirs. It is going right inside them. It is going right straight into their healing them. The frown and the sickness and the tears, all of it. They're smiling, they're playing, they're going to school, they're eating, they're laughing, they're singing, they dance. That's our world. That's our planet. Imagine our planet. See it. See it. See it. Create the pattern. This is our thought. This is our thought. One thought. You see what I see. You can see right through my mind. You see them. You see our future. You see it. This is tomorrow. This is tomorrow. We will wake up and all over the news. We won't even hear about it. But you will know deep in your heart that these children are doing better. Every child you know of that is sick, that is in trouble, that is hurting, they will all be better. They will all be great. They are love. Love. I love you. 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 God bless you. God bless you. I will always love you more. God bless you.